I'm Steve Hare with NCWLIFE News. I'm joined in the studio right now by LocalTel owner Dimitri Mandelis. And if you look in the background, you can see a picture of the Federal Building in downtown Wenatchee. The auction officially ended Friday night after the apparent high bid was submitted and no other bids were received within 24 hours of that bid. Well, now we know who the apparent high bidder was, and that's why I'm joined right now by Dimitri Mandelis, who has some exciting news for us. Dimitri?
Hi, Steve. Yes, we are the apparent high bidder right now, which means that the GSA is going to consider our bid and let us know if it's an accepted bid. It had to meet a certain minimum amount. We don't know what that amount is, but it appears, we think it's probably enough to meet the bid requirements. So as of last night, we're the apparent high bid. I don't know how long it will take before they get back and let us know, but that's where we sit right now.
Well, that high bid was, total was about $3.94 million, correct, or near there?
Unbelievably enough, yes, it was 3.9.
So walk us through this, because obviously there were some pretty stressful moments here for you over the past couple of months as that very lively bidding on that building.
Yeah, the bidding started in early February, and with the city starting the bidding, I believe they were bidder number one. We don't know who the rest of the bidders are. And
you were bidder number two.
We're bidder number two, and we essentially started off with bidding that was going to end on a certain day, and then after that day it required you to be the uncontested high bidder for 24 hours. So we spent most of the time bidding against number 6, which we don't know who that is. And every once in a while number 5 came in at the last seconds and extended the bidding. I think 3 days ago number 5 came in with 19 seconds to go to overbid us. And then number 6 started bidding again, and that kind of all ended Friday night, surprisingly enough, to us.
Well, obviously, LocalTel is actively growing, and certainly you have some growth issues that you have to address. Is that basically why you're interested in this building?
Well, the main interest for us is the loading dock, which we're planning in the next few years to enclose the old post office loading dock, and we're going to close it, remodel it, and make it an attractive storefront for ourselves. So it's easy for customers to get in and get out like they do on Grant Road. And so within the next few years, we hope to move LocalTel down into the loading dock section. We're also very interested in the roof. For Sky-Fi, it's higher than the roof we have now and has better shots to different other backhaul antennas coming in from Douglas and Chelan and Grant counties. And we're also having some more parking. We're kind of running out of parking on this, in this location, and so this would give us some more. So most of the building, about 80,000 square feet, which is mostly the rentable parts of the building, we weren't actually all that interested in for our own use. So I've informed the city that if they still have any interest in the building, they can have as little or all they want for the same price we paid for it. They just need to let us know if they still have interest in the next few weeks or so. And other than that, we're not quite sure who would want to be renters in the building and or who would want to own parts of the building. So.
Well, you have some existing tenants already, federal agencies such as Homeland Security, FBI, and such. What's their status?
Well, there's 5 tenants in the building, and they have 3-year leases, which can be extended out to 5 years if they want to stay or go longer. So they're going to look at what's best for them. But only about a little over a third of the building is rented right now or used up of the 80,000 square feet. That's rentable. So we're looking to fill it up with somebody, county agencies, city agencies, professionals, whoever.
What's this going to mean for your existing facility over on Grant Road, your LocalTel headquarters?
Well, it means that in the next few years, if these are all tentative plans, but in the next few years, we would eventually vacate that location and move everything over to across the street from Chelan Street. We have our Chelan Street location at Chelan and Yakima as our network operations headquarters right now. It's fairly full, and so we're hoping to get both groups, both the group that's in Grant Road and the group that's here in a closer proximity to each other. So there's some benefits to that. Also, the space in the loading dock and stuff is a bit bigger than we have in Grant Road, so we can expand out a little bit there if we need to. So that's the exciting parts for us. You know, there's this unknown of what do we do with the rest of the building. I think it looks like a great spot for, you know, government agencies, city halls, whatever. But it'll be whatever, you know, the community wants. It'll be locally owned still, thank God, and we'll be able to control its look and its you know, what it's going to be doing and stuff. We do plan on extending quite a bit of fiber into that building. So because we're just right across the street, we're going to probably go underground and bring in a lot of fiber. So multi-county agencies or companies will extend the Chelan, Douglas, Grant, and Okanagan fibers into that building. So at one location over there, you could communicate to all 4 counties.
Interesting. So as far as the LocalTel customer is concerned, this would be a good move.
Well, for some it might be a great move because if you are a multi-county company, you wouldn't have to worry about how do I get to all these different remote locations. They would all be available direct over there too, and mostly because we want that capability over there too ourselves. Yes.
So when will you know?
We don't. We've talked to the GSA this morning. I think we're just going to wait. I don't know if it takes, you know, a couple days or a couple months. Then even after that, it's going to take 2 or 3 months to close, and then we'll just. You know, we don't have any, you know, immediate intentions of moving anything over to this building. We're going to deal with the rest of the building first, and then eventually it'll make sense for us to move down into the loading dock area.
Well, it sounds like a heady time for LocalTel going forward, and we congratulate you on what is apparently the high bid on that,
Yes.
what, 203,000 square foot building?
No, it's 100,000 square foot.
100,000
square foot of about 80,000 rentable. The basement looks like a big submarine room. It's got all these air conditioners, all these heaters in it, all these wires going to different places that we don't know where they go. It's a
lot of roof space. It's
yes,
not up there.
the roof space will be great for us, especially for Sky-Fi. You bet.
Well, Dimitri Mandelis, LocalTel, thank you for joining us with the information, and congratulations going forward, and good luck.
Thank you, Steve. Okay.
You're listening, or you're watching, actually, NCWLIFE News. I'm Steve Hare.